And Nick Sirianni on WIP Radio in Philadelphia was asked about replacing him.
Is there a possibility later this season, if he continues to struggle, that you can make a change at the quarterback spot?
No, I think that's ridiculous. I think, Jalen Hurts, I know every time I go out in that field with Jalen Hurts as our quarterback, we have a chance to win the game. And that's something that's been proven. Every time I walk out in that field and Jalen Hurts is the starting quarterback, I have so much confidence that we can win every game and any game that we play that we're in.
Yeah, except for the last 3 or 4, which you keep losing. The truth is, the more Jalen Hurts throws, the worse Philadelphia is. Those are the facts. If he throws over 30 times, they're not very good. So I'm going to give you a list of current quarterbacks in the NFL that lead their division or are leading in the MVP race, or their name is Joe Burrow. Here's their heights. You can put up the graphic for our TV audience. 6'6", 6'6", 6'5", 6'4", 6'4", 6'4", 6'3", 6'3", 6'3". I'm 6'2". I can't be taller than your franchise quarterback. These are the first place quarterbacks or Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen probably wins MVP, certainly deserves it. In the last 20 years, there have been 2 Super Bowl champion quarterbacks that we've all sort of gone, whoa, that's surprising. Nick Foles, 6'5", and Joe Flacco, 6'6". Have you noticed how quickly the smaller quarterbacks age? Tua, beat up. Kyler Murray, hurt a lot. Brock Purdy, banged up a lot. Jalen Hurts, on a losing streak. Dylan Gabriel, benched. Bryce Young, been banged up. And it's not just the size. As we show you a picture of Jalen Hurts from the camera, look how small he looks. He's smart. He's athletic. He's tough. He's tiny. It's not just the size and the length of the quarterback. It's the length of the season. It's now 17 games. NFL defensive players are bigger, stronger, faster. The hits hurt more. They're more punitive. 17 regular season games, 4 playoff games. I'll give you an example. Justin Herbert this year. Justin Herbert went to dinner last night with the GM of the Chargers. Justin Herbert is, they say, closer to 6'7" than 6'6". He's a large man. He's been hit 106 times. He currently has a broken hand and no run game. And yet his team is 9-4. Meanwhile, Tua, when he's hit just 7 times in a game, they came out of the same draft class. When Tua is just hit 7 times a game, he's 1-6. Jalen Hurts is small. People have tried to convince me height doesn't matter. Go look at our graphic again of first-place quarterbacks in the NFL. Josh Allen's going to win MVP, and a guy named Joe Burrow, who there's an argument is the best pure thrower in the sport, and he's 6'4".
This has to be one of the worst takes I think I've ever heard in terms of how it's unfolding. Not talking about the height. There's obviously a benefit to the height and all of this. But, like, using a graphic like this. Is so insane. What has Trevor Lawrence done throughout the course of his career? Nothing. Jordan Love has won 1 playoff game in his career. Stafford could not win when he was in Detroit. He could not win. When even just last year, even when he got to Sean McVay and was with the Rams, even just last year when Puka Nacua wasn't there, he was 2-4. Had 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and a passer rating in the low 80s. Justin Herbert hasn't been able to do anything in the playoffs When Justin Herbert was pressured with the against the Texans, he got rocked and threw 1 million interceptions. And it's not to say that these quarterbacks aren't great. It's not to say that these quarterbacks can't be wildly successful. But if these quarterbacks still can't elevate their team to the ability to win a Super Bowl or to be successful in the playoffs, then it means no one can then. Then it means no one can. Because you're telling me like Justin Herbert's this amazing quarterback, and so is Josh Allen, and so is Stafford. Stafford's like the greatest pure passer ever. And it's like, and yet he still needs an awesome roster, an awesome coach, a great O-line, run game, etc., etc. Like, people think that Herbert right now, the way how it's constructed right now, they're going to win. He's like, they're 9-4 or 9-3, whatever the heck they are. And it's like, yeah, and they just beat the Eagles, who you think Jalen Hurts is bad. And I guess if they had any better quarterback, if they just had C.J. Stroud there, the Eagles win, and now the Chargers are fighting for a playoff spot. Huh? See how we can do that dance? How did Trevor Lawrence look against Matthew Stafford in London? Did he get annihilated? Did he get destroyed? Has Trevor Lawrence improved when he had Liam Cohen versus when he had Doug Peterson? Is he a better quarterback now? Is the team better and winning more successfully now that they got a new coach? Oh, go figure. And then you want to talk about injuries? What? Jordan Love's been injured multiple times. C.J. Stroud, concussed. Joe Burrow literally can't stay healthy. Herbert has literally missed a whole bunch of games over the years. As you just noted, he has a broken hand. What are we talking about right now? Trevor Lawrence also getting knocked out. Missing games. In fact, I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts has played more than both those quarterbacks, more than Burrow, more than Herbert, more than Trevor Lawrence. So, like, I'm a little confused here. And again, Sam Darnold, who is great, when he's not on a good enough team, he doesn't look so great. So, like, this argument, the way how it's displayed, makes no sense. None. Zero. And you're like, and he's on a losing streak now. He's the first quarterback to be on a losing streak right now. How does Patrick Mahomes look right now that his O-line isn't great? How does he look? Is he on a losing streak? Are they fighting to be in the playoffs? You tell me. Did they beat the Dallas Cowboys? Did they beat the Houston Texans? You tell me. I mean, it's just absurd. It's absolutely, positively absurd right now. You can criticize Jalen Hurts. You can discuss what needs to be done. But to pretend like this right here means something profound, or that, well, look, it's proof that Jalen Hurts isn't good enough. They're on a losing streak now. And it's like, what? What about earlier in the season when they were winning? Jalen Hurts has a bad game and now it's just over for him? Which, by the way, I'm going to show you a clip. I can show you 2 clips, and I'll probably have to show it for First Things First later, because I'm sure they'll talk about Jalen Hurts as well today, more too. It'll be the Jalen Hurts party. But since I know Colin loves Greg Kosell, as I do too, he calls him the truth serum. What does Greg have to say about this? Let's see what Greg had to say.
Really diverse concepts, things that, I see that teams run in the league that the Eagles have not really run this year. 4 strong concepts. They had flood concepts. They had concepts. They had concepts that present defined reads and throws for the quarterback. it was the best game of the season in terms of what they did in the pass game from a concept standpoint. It's easy after the fact because of 4 turnovers to say he played poorly. And I think we accept that he'll miss a few things, just that he doesn't throw it. That's just who he is. That part of who he is will not change at this point in his career. I actually did not think he played badly. It's easy to say, people listening might think, what are you, out of your mind? And it's easy after the fact to say that. But, I thought the 28-yard throw he made to Smith in overtime was his best throw of the season. Most pass games, when you watch a pass game that's good, it's a combination of the concepts and the quarterback executing the concepts. We tend to look at, the quarterback played great if he completes balls. But a lot of times those balls are completed because the concepts present clean, defined throws just about any NFL quarterback theoretically could make. So there's always some plays where you go, wow, that's a great throw, no matter who it is, whether it's, the guys we think of as great, the Mahomes, the Allens, the Burrows. But, there's a lot of times, where it's defined for the quarterback and pretty much any NFL quarterback can make those throws. So it's always a combination of the pass game concepts and the quarterback. And in this game, because there were pass game concepts that were really NFL concepts, Hurts made some throws for a lot.
Yeah. Oh, so it's coaching and coordinating? Is that why when he actually had a high-level coordinator doing his job, like Shane Steichen or Kellen Moore, he was able to pass the ball beautifully? Like, people still want to use 2024 as, like, this reference point as to, like, further proof that he's not good at throwing or something. And it's like, he was insanely successful at throwing the ball last season. He was insanely efficient. They just didn't need him to throw the ball that much. Like we consistently see throughout the course of the season, all these quarterbacks doing. Colin praised the Patriots for asking Drake May to only throw the ball 24-20. He goes, man, Vrabel's so smart. They only asked Drake May to throw the ball 23-24 times. It's so smart when the Patriots ask Drake May to do it. But it's when the Eagles ask Jalen Hurts to do it, it's because it's limiting. Like, that fundamentally does not make sense. And then now, how about Orlovsky saying this? Here's what Dan Orlovsky had to say.
Yeah, I liked, after watching the tape, a lot of the things that Philadelphia did offensive last night. I'm more encouraged with their offense off of last night than I have been in probably 8 to 10 weeks. Now, is it perfect? No. Are there issues? Yes. Empty, the interception that Mina's talking about. Go back to Chicago last Black Friday when he misses Devontae Smith. Hey, empty in the middle of the field. We got to be more aware of that if you're Jalen Hurts. That's twice now in 2 weeks you've got a similar look. This is the curl route that Devontae Smith just falls on. So everyone's like, Jalen Hurts stinks. He's throwing all these interceptions. That ball is at the right place at the right time. That's on the wide receiver. I'm not absolving the quarterback from not playing good last night, but that's an easy fix. This is something that I'm talking about when it comes to some of the stuff I liked. Pull the backside guard, play action shot. My goodness, that's a post wide open in the NFL. Jalen, throw it. Get more aggressive when we are calling our shots. You got to take the shots when they're there. You go a little bit later on the in route to A.J. Brown. I like this decision. I like to throw. Would I prefer it to be 6 inches lower? Yes. I'm paying you $30 million. Make that catch. Yeah. By all means, the ball should not get picked off. And then the game sealer, hand the ball off. If not, I love being aggressive. This is an RPO. He's reading the corner. He tries to fit it. This is probably the throw that I want back the most if I was him. But I'm walking away and watching this tape. I'm going, I like some of the schemes they did. I like the play action stuff they did. I like the pocket movement that they did. I like the fact that they got offensive players running across the field multiple times. So there's stuff that they have to clean up, no doubt. But in comparison to 5-6 weeks ago when it was like, my goodness, this offense is boring. I know exactly what they're doing. They did new stuff. Get rid of some of that self-inflicted wound last night. I think there's a lot to build off in the good element for the Eagles offense from last night.
Yep. So again, in this game, we could remove 2 interceptions from Jalen Hurts. Devontae falls down. AJ doesn't catch that ball. AJ drops a touchdown pass. Also another deep ball earlier in the game. Like, I'm just confused, because again, Sam Darnold throws a whole bunch of interceptions against the Rams, and it's like, it's okay. Stafford has a game against the Panthers where he throws multiple interceptions and a game-losing fumble, and it's okay. Mahomes has 3 interceptions, and it's just, it's okay. And now the quarterback, who barely ever turns the ball over, has a game where he turns the ball over, where 2 of them, we could say, Devontae fell, and AJ didn't catch the ball, just like people did for Kelsey flipping the ball up and all the other stuff. But with Jalen Hurts, we want to lose all sense of nuance there. Not to mention, Jalen Hurts obviously missed some throws in this game. And when you watch every single game, even in this game alone, do you hear Troy Aikman be like, man, Justin Herbert really missed that throw. That's a throw that he's going to want back. And it's like, okay. And you hear that for Stafford. You hear that for Mahomes. You hear that for Josh Allen. You hear that for Burrow. You hear that for every single quarterback. But it's so much more magnified and heightened with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, in 2022, when asked to throw the ball 28 or more times a game, these were his stats. 66% completion percentage. He was the 5th highest ranked quarterback, according to PFF, in those games. 2,734 yards, which would have been top 3. 15 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Top 3 in yards per attempt. 18 big-time throws. And a 101.4 passer rating. And some of these actually even go up because I had to get rid of some of the quarterbacks that just like randomly played a game. He would be 5th in passer rating. 5th in passer rating. Top 10 in touchdowns. Top 3 in yards. I don't know what else you guys want this guy to do. Top 7 in completion percentage. He would be top 2 in yards per attempt. And that's not even factoring in all the stuff that he did running as well in those games. In those games, he also led the NFL in rushing yards, 558 and 10 touchdowns. I really don't know what else you want, like what else you need from him. And in those games, they won a lot of them. They won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so Jalen Hurts in 2022, when he had a great coordinator, a great coach, he went 10-0 in the games that he threw 28 or more pass attempts. And you want to tell me that Jalen Hurts is the problem here? It's unbelievable. And if you want to say that year was an outlier year, it's like, okay, then 2023, which was apparently his worst year ever, when he threw the ball 28 or more times. And again, these are a lot of games here. Like it was whatever the exact number was, but a sizable sample size. This isn't like randomly like 2-3 games. Now this is 2023 with a fired coordinator, terrible play caller, not an amazing defense, and this and that, a terrible defense. PFF had him ranked as a top 8 quarterback during that time. Top 6 in yards, passing yards. 17 touchdowns. He had 11 interceptions, which I know he's the first quarterback to have a lot of interceptions. Oh, wait, Patrick Mahomes, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Oh, wait, Josh Allen. Where is Josh Allen now? He is not with a lot of passing yards here in this time. Down here, 19 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Trevor Lawrence, 17 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Mr. Trevor Lawrence himself. I mean, Brock Purdy, who was having an amazing season, 23 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. It's almost like quarterbacks sometimes turn the ball over. I mean, where's even Stafford here? Matthew Stafford, he was doing good that year. 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Jalen Hurts had 64% completion percentage and a passer rating of 88.2. Could definitely be higher. Their interceptions definitely hurt him there. But all within range of any of the other spectrum between these quarterbacks. You know, Josh Allen, 92.2 passer rating. Patrick Mahomes, 92.1 passer rating. And in those games, it was, what do we got here? 11 games. And they lost only 1, 2, 3 of them. So win, 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 win. Beating Josh Allen. Beating Stafford. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. And also had 473 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns to boot. Pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah, man. Honestly, that's all there is to say right now with all of this. I mean, you can criticize Jalen Hurts, say he needs to be better, say he needs to improve, etc., etc., etc. But I mean, to just downplay what he's been able to accomplish, what he's done, what he's had to work with, especially from a coaching perspective, it's just crazy. Does Baker Mayfield look better or worse now that Liam Cohen is there? Now that Liam Cohen left? Have the Bucs declined, and that offense have they declined? Has Trevor Lawrence improved? Did Sam Darnold improve with Kevin O'Connell? And now with Clint Kubiak? Stafford improve with Sean McVay? Was Justin Herbert's better years when he actually had someone like a Shane Steichen? And now Harbaugh? Has Josh Allen had better seasons based on who was his coordinators? Remember when they had to fire their offensive coordinator in the middle of the season? And then things immediately got better. And then they also asked Josh to throw the ball less. And the Bills were better when they asked Josh to throw the ball less. Interesting. How does Drake May look? How did he look last year compared to this year? Now that he has Tom Brady's offensive coordinator. Has there been a little bit of an improvement? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Interesting. Very interesting. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Jalen Hurts? Is the Super Bowl MVP holding the Philadelphia Eagles back? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.